Good evening, everyone. Welcome to another episode of the Heena Siddiqi show on Canada One TV. उम्मीद करती हूँ आप सब लोग खुश होंगे, खैरियत से होंगे, जहाँ पर भी होंगे। एक और एपिसोड के साथ लेकर आ गए हैं हम आपके लिए खास एपिसोड, खास मेहमान। और आज हम बात करने वाले हैं हमारे बहुत ही इम्पॉर्टेंट टॉपिक के बारे में, जो अक्सर हम डेली बेसिस पे एक्सपीरियंस करते हैं। और वो बहुत सारे फैक्टर्स हैं जिनकी वजह से हमारी जो डे टू डे लाइफ है वो इम्पैक्ट हो रही है। मुझे बहुत सारे ईमेल्स आते हैं इस टॉपिक पे, इस ख़ास टॉपिक पे बात करने के लिए। और आपकी हमेशा से रिक्वेस्ट होती है कि हम कुछ लाइफस्टाइल के बारे में बात करें और जो करंट सिचुएशन चल रही है, स्पेशली आफ्टर दिस डिफ़िकल्ट टाइम विच वी हैव गॉन थ्रू रिसेंटली after COVID. I would definitely can relate with this topic for myself as well, because I am one of them who had start feeling after this time period that there is something changed in our life, and we really need to do something about it, which we have not experienced before that much, especially after the isolation. So we have a special guest tonight in our studio, Rio Kashyap. And she is a spiritual mentor practicing for last 6 years. She's well renowned practicing spiritual mentor in Toronto, and she's going to enlighten us about this exclusive topic, stress management. So let's welcome her to the show and get to know more about stress management through her. Welcome to my show, Rio.
Thank you, Heena, for having me here.
How are you doing today?
Doing very good. How about you?
Great. Thank you for joining us tonight.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, so Rio, let's start with you first. Share something about you and your passion, which you've been doing it for the last 6 years. How did you ended up getting into spirituality and practicing this mentorship for people, helping people?
Yeah, so it's a long story, but in short, I would say that there were a lot of situations in my life which made me very, very stressed out.
Okay.
And I was having an anxiety disorder.
Okay.
So basically, I was taking medications every single day.
Wow.
And I used to practice as a dentist in India, and I could not.
Amazing.
Yeah, thank you. So I could not afford to get those medications because they make me very lethargic.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So as a dentist, you can't be lethargic every day, right?
Yes.
So I decided that I'm going to stop these medications. Now, obviously not immediately. But I will build something, I will do something that helps me get rid of that anxiety naturally.
Okay.
So I started searching, like, what can I do?
Right.
And on Google, I came across meditation.
Right.
But meditation is a word that is thrown around, you know, just like that on the internet. You're
in
like,
a very raw form, like, you know, you sit down anywhere, any place, and they start focusing on your breathing and stuff like that, right?
Yeah. And I used to think that meditation is not for me.
Okay.
But then I went to YouTube and searched for meditation for anxiety.
Okay.
And I just started with any meditation that I could find.
Okay.
And I found it very, very helpful. And immediately I could see the relief that I was getting. And when I started practicing it for like 15-20 days, I found that it was really effective in healing my anxiety.
Right. That's a lot of information. Well, I got so many questions about it, and then I am so surprised that meditation can play such a big role in managing stress. Yes. We all are suffering from stress somehow in our daily lives. Some people are into a lot of stress, some are not. But when we are talking about managing it, so as you said that meditation plays an important role, and that's what changed your life. Can we start with meditation?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Yeah, so people think that you have to meditate by sitting down and focusing on something.
Okay.
You have to remove your thoughts and all of those things. But these are all misconceptions.
Okay.
Basically, you can meditate in any way you want.
Okay.
You can lie down, you can sit down if you want.
Any position.
Any position. And you don't have to remove your thoughts. That's not possible.
Right.
Right?
Right. Right.
So basically you learn to be an observer of your thoughts. So basically you sit there and you just let your thoughts pass by.
Okay.
And slowly you will see that they decrease in intensity and they basically lose power.
Is there any certain time to practice it?
No, again, you can practice it anytime, any place.
Okay.
And there are
any environment?
Yeah, any environment also.
Office, home.
You can be in traffic. and be meditating while driving your car.
Amazing.
Right?
We thought like it should be a place like a very cool, calm, you know, candles supposed to be on, and then scented environment has to be perfect for meditation. It's not like that.
It's not like that.
You can practice anywhere.
Yeah, that is one way you can do it.
All right.
But you can also do it.
It's not mandatory.
Yeah, it's not mandatory.
Right.
And there are a number of different types of meditations that you can do.
Okay.
That suit your personality, suit your likes and dislikes.
Lifestyle.
Yeah, lifestyle.
Can you tell us about that?
Yeah, some people like to be active.
Okay.
Right. So you can do certain active meditations like breath work.
Okay.
Or you can do something like Tai Chi.
Right.
Or something that involves movement of your body.
Right.
Right. Even yoga is a meditation, meditative practice. Yeah. And if you are a passive person, if you don't like movement too much, although it is good for us, you can still do meditation by lying down, or sitting down. Okay. You know, there is something for everyone basically.
Right. And how much is there any minutes, certain minutes? Is it like, you know, you framed it up in like 5 to 10 minutes is required, or maybe is there any time frame for it?
Yeah, again, you can start with anything that you can. Okay. Even 5 minutes is good.
Okay, to start with.
Yeah, to start with. Okay. Initially, you won't be able to sit for long because you're not in a habit of it. Right. So slowly and slowly you build your habit. And I would say on an average, if you can do 15 to 20 minutes a day, that is very good.
Is it 15-20 minutes at a time, or we can just split it into morning, noon and evening as our thoughts are racing, our heart is racing, and everything is racing against us and around us?
If you can do it multiple times, it's very good. But if you cannot, then at least
especially people who are on medication, how you think they should implement meditation in their life? What is the best way for them?
Yeah, so again, I would recommend working with your doctor. Okay. So basically you can go to your doctor and tell them that I want to start meditating for my anxiety or depression, whatever you're going through. Right. And then you can monitor your medications while working with the doctor basically. All right. So you will see that over time when you're practicing more and more, the intensity of your medications will be lowered by your doctor. Okay. So ultimately many people can get off their medication as well.
Wow. Yeah. Wonderful. So basically you have to work with your doctor if you want to incorporate meditation. Yeah. And that's not just, you cannot just do it without telling your doctor.
You can.
You can, right?
You can.
But if you wanted to cut off on your medication, then only you connect with your doctor so she can assess your situation accordingly.
Because it's no use if you're taking a high dosage that is not required.
Right.
Because now you're meditating and you're feeling better.
Better.
So it's always good to go to your doctor and
and then tell her to monitor it and then assess your condition on the timely basis. Yeah. Okay. So what else? What else is there to manage your stress?
So there are again a number of different types of meditations, as I said, but apart from meditation, you can also go for energy healing. Okay. So that is a technique which helps us balance our energies. Okay. So since everything is energy, our body is also energy. Right. So if you go to someone or if you practice it yourself, you can balance your basically your chakras, your aura. Okay. And what helps, it helps with your mental, emotional, physical, all layers of your being. Okay. And it helps you, with increasing your overall well-being.
Right. And what do you mean by aura here? What is aura?
Yeah, so aura is something, you can view it like a field of energy that is around you. Okay. So everybody has an aura. Right. Even inanimate objects. Right. Non-living objects also have an aura. Right. That is just because everything is an energy. Right. And it is giving off an energy.
So you meant like just, so we are talking about energies and energies reflecting that aura around you, that kind of a, okay. And what is chakras?
So chakras is a part of your aura. Okay. So there are many different chakras, but we talk about 7 main chakras when we talk generally. Okay. So again, those 7 main chakras are related to certain organs. Certain glands. Okay. And if we talk about, let's say for example, the root chakra, then that will be related to all the glands that are present in that area. Okay. And they will,
part of the body there.
Yeah, part of the body. And the name itself, root,
Root.
So it basically roots us to the earth.
Okay.
So it grounds us.
Which part of the body is it?
It's in the lower part of your body.
Okay. Abdomen?
Right? Yeah, lower abdomen.
Lower abdomen.
And it helps us connect with the earth. Right, so everything that is related to our life, that is related to earth. So basically your health, basic health, your shelter, your finances, food, feeling of safety, you know, all that is basic human need. Right. So all basic human needs are from your root chakra. So like that, every chakra has its own function.
And you have to work on each chakra at a time, like.
Yeah, you can work on your each chakra at a time. But I always tell my clients, begin from the root chakra. Because once you start from there, everything else starts falling into place.
Right? Okay. And what are the other substance of it?
So other substance of it meaning?
Means like, you know, how it's the other part of chakras, and it's going to change your body's chemistry or something?
Yeah, it does change your body's chemistry, because ultimately we are controlled by our hormones, right? So once you start calming your nervous system, we'll talk about that as well. Once you start working on your energies, you know, everything else shifts, including your chemistry of your body.
Right. Amazing. So that's a lot of information, and probably our audience are highly interested to hear more from you, but it's time for us to take this short break. So why don't we go on a break?
Sure.
Right, and we will be back shortly. You don't go anywhere. Keep watching the show. Welcome back to the Heena Siddiqi show on Canada One TV. Before going on break, we were talking to Rio Kashyap, who is a spiritual mentor practicing for 6 years in Toronto. So welcome back, Rio. How are you doing again?
Thank you. I'm doing
How is it feeling?
It's feeling good. I'm getting to talk about things that I actually like.
Yeah, great. We are excited too and looking forward for more information. So before going on break, we were talking about stress management. Now I just wanted to figure it out, that how it's impacting people and the whole as a community. Can you share about that?
Yeah, so stress affects us in so many different ways, and people think that it is something abnormal, but it's actually a normal response of the body. Because in olden times, what used to happen is that humans used to live in forest.
Right.
So there were animals, there were other tribes attacking us, right?
Right.
Every day used to be like a life and death situation.
Right.
And our bodies, it developed in a way that, you know, it helps us to fight those stresses. Right. So it was meant to help us, keep us safe.
Right.
But now in today's time, we are perceiving, unconsciously we are perceiving all the everyday things as a life and death situation.
Yes.
And our body is reacting in that way.
Okay.
Right. So we have developed our autonomic nervous system. If I talk about a little bit of science.
Sure. Yes.
So we have two types of autonomic nervous system.
Okay.
One is our sympathetic, and second one is our parasympathetic nervous system.
Okay.
So the sympathetic nervous system is the one that increases our heart rate, increases our blood pressure, blood sugar, and it is doing that in preparation for us to run away or fight the attack.
Fight or flight mode kind of a thing. Okay.
Fight or flight mode.
Right.
And the parasympathetic is opposite of that. Basically, it helps us calm down, feel good, relaxed, good digestion, creativity. So everything that you can do.
Is it kind of a serotonin?
Yeah, serotonin is one hormone that gets released when you are happy or relaxed.
Calm, relaxed, right? Okay.
Yeah. So what happens is that these stresses activate our sympathetic nervous system, and we get all these, you know, fight and flight mode things that happen in our body.
Right.
But when it happens on the chronic state, like it happens continuously for many days, many years, months.
Okay. Long term.
Yeah, long term.
Right.
Then our bodies get used to it.
Okay.
Right? And it starts self-destruction because a high blood sugar, high heart rate, all of these things are not good on a chronic level. Right?
True.
So it has also been seen that chronic stress also shrinks some part of your brain, which is responsible for judgment, reasoning, moral values.
Wow.
So basically you become like a reckless person, and in the society you can see it as rise in crime rates and all of those things.
Speeding,
yes,
not
speeding,
waiting.
Traffic, like what do you call it, road rage.
Right.
All these things happen.
No patience,
yes.
No stability, chaos. There are a lot of signs which we think it's a trait of a person, but I think that's built up over the period of time in someone's body who are dealing with long-term stress.
Yes. And nobody is there to teach us how to manage our stress.
And how do we do that? How do we basically manage it?
So there are a lot of ways. Again, we talked about meditation in the first part. That is one way you can manage it. There are so many different types of meditation. We can talk about that for many hours if we want, right? And then again you can go for energy healing, or you can go for some kind of a guidance system. So what I offer is called as tarot readings. So people think that it is for fortune telling, but it is actually for knowing where you are in your life's journey. So basically you know what happened in the past regarding that issue that you're facing, and what you can do now to have a favorable outcome. Right? So it tells you, it gives you a greater perspective in life. So you're able to take informed decisions. Right? So all these things can really help you manage your stress and basically have a good outcome. Right?
Wow, interesting. Because I never get to know about that tarot, because I thought like it's a fortune telling, and then we're like, you know, who can tell your fortune? Like, you know, it's not
future
possible.
Is not fixed.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
It's about your actions too.
Yes,
right?
It's about your actions.
Right. Okay, and like it sounds like it's that you're helping people to educate and empower. How do you want to, like, you know, tell that how can people take over of this feeling of stress, anxiety, or these difficult emotions? How they can help them in a very normal way? What kind of lifestyle or practice they should be doing?
Yeah, so the number one thing again I recommend is meditation. Because it retrains your nervous system, it retrains your mind, retrains your body for the new normal, that is the calm state. Right? So instead of panicking when you have a challenging situation in front of you, you can sit there, like be calm, and then make a decision from a calm state of mind. Right? So that is very important. And everything else comes afterwards. Right?
So, and if we are asking in a layman terms that what practicing should be people doing on the daily basis to heal their you know, kind of that wounded inside, or the thoughts, how to retain that calmness, because as you said, meditation, is there anything else they can do on their own?
Yeah, I would recommend going for, if you can't meditate by yourself, like you don't know how to do it basically, I recommend going for guided meditations. So that is the first step I recommend everybody, because you don't have to do anything by yourself. You just have to follow some instructions. Right? You can find guided meditations on YouTube. Just go there, and for example, you're facing anxiety, then search meditations for anxiety, and then you'll get a number of meditations, and you can choose one based on the time that you have. Right? If you have 5 minutes, select the one that is 5 minutes long. Right? And you will see the difference. And I say practice one meditations for at least 21 days.
Okay.
Because our brain takes that amount of time to build a new habit.
Wow.
And after 21 days, you will feel a really big difference.
So basically, people who are not able to wake up early in the morning, they have to practice it for 21 days. And they will be able to do that?
Yeah.
Okay. So to create any new habit, you have to practice it for 21 days.
Yes.
20 days, 21 days formula.
Yes.
For everyone, for me as well. I want to change that habit of mine. And so what else would you like to share in the end, because we are about to wrap up our show? What else you want to share with our audience which can help them, or just for education purpose, or just managing on their own, their lifestyle changes? Any recommendation for them?
Yeah, so I would recommend seeking help when you actually can't do it by yourself. And many times even I seek help when I want. Right? Not every time we can do everything by yourself.
So you need medication and doctors and therapists and all that stuff.
Yeah, and work on your whole being, not just one thing, not just medication, not just meditation, but combine everything together. And I personally offer one-on-one sessions and group sessions as well for meditation, energy healing, for guidance as well.
Is it available on Zoom as well?
Yes, online as well. And I'm actually conducting a workshop in September.
Oh, nice.
That is specifically for the root chakra healing. Because that is where your anxieties, worries and everything resides. So you can experience that guided meditation there, and also energy healing at the same time. So it will be very good for somebody who wants to start.
Where it's going to be happening?
It's going to be on Zoom.
On Zoom?
Yeah.
And when?
19th September.
19th September. And do you have any website or link or any connection, our audience?
So my website is esoteriahealing.com. So ESOTERIA healing.com. And you can find all my links there.
Thank you so much for joining us tonight. Any final message for our audience at the last?
Yeah, final message would be start small, but please start today.
Thank you so much, and it's a pleasure to have you here, and it's a wonderful information for our viewers. And this is the practice we want in our life, which is like it seems like so difficult to practice these small habits, and which makes a huge difference in our life.
Yes.
Thank you so much once again for sharing all that with us.
Thank you so much for having me here. Thank you.
So ये थी हमारे साथ Rio Kashyap, spiritual practitioner of spiritual healing. अब I think this is one of the important piece in our life, that we have to work from within. It's not that the environment matters. It's everything start with inside. If we have a control over our emotions, we can make a better informed decision. If we have a better habits, we practice better habits every day, then we can heal our inner side as well. And if we need to make a decision about our health, then we must look into the professionals and practitioner who can take decision on our behalf, because stress management is not easy on our own sometimes, and you have to look into the professional like Rio and other practitioner जो कि आपको बहुत अच्छे से guide कर सकते हैं, and that can make our life much more easier and more manageable. So I hope this episode provided a wonderful information for all our viewers, and I hope that you're gonna write me the feedback as well at Heena Siddiqi 007@gmail.com. I'll see you next week, same time, same day. Meanwhile, do take care of yourself. Good night, Shabba Khair, Allah Hafiz. Keep watching Canada One TV.